My name's Joel Fairbrother from Bow River Law. We're an employment law firm located in Calgary, Alberta. And today I'm going to answer the question, what sort of employment policies does my company need? So I guess let's start by talking about the sorts of employment policies that potentially a company can have. There are many. Often they're contained in a handbook or something, or in some cases they'll just be individual policies. The types of policies we see commonly would be harassment and bullying policies, compensation policies, sexism, or any other prejudicial, discriminatory behavior, dishonesty, addiction, alcohol or other drug use, termination of employees, non-competition and non-solicitation policies, confidentiality policies, accommodation of ill or disability or disabled employees, pardon me, COVID policies, occupational health and safety policies. There are many others. Of that list, employers don't actually need to have a lot of written policies. Employees are generally required to do what they're asked to do within limits of safety and reasonableness, but the the main policy probably that you written policy that you're supposed to have would be an occupational health and safety policy. You should have one. The other policies are more optional, but common ones that can be helpful to employers are harassment policies, and other code of conduct things like just cause, dishonesty, expected behavior in the workplace. One thing I can tell you for sure is you don't necessarily need a lot of policies, but if you have policies, they need to be drafted properly. It is much better for an employer to have no written policies than to have improperly or poorly drafted written policies. They should be drafted by an employment lawyer. Uh, I do a lot of plaintiff work, so representing employees, and a lot of what we're doing is picking apart policies that are either drafted incorrectly or not being enforced properly. There are also other things around how you implement policies that are really important. So it's not just the policy itself, but how it's implemented. You need to speak to an employment lawyer about that. If you are an employer trying to roll out a new policy, there are many different ways that it could be found to be unenforceable or not usable for what you need to use it for. And if you want to stop that train from more or less hitting you, you need to speak to an employment lawyer before you roll these out.